Introduce yourself.
All right, I'm Joe. I've been with Buzz's Bunch since 2008, back when he was at Marquette.
That's fantastic, Joe. And your thoughts
He's
on the
an
game?
original member.
That's awesome. Buzz's Bunch. And again, Buzz's Bunch out here today. Thank you for being with us here today. What were your thoughts on the Hokies win today, Joe?
First half made me a little nervous, but second half I thought we played a lot better and finished our shots at the end, and yeah.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, and Buzz, I wanted to get your thoughts on this too. You changed up the rotation quite a bit. Chris Clark under the weather, we know that. But were there messages that you wanted to send to some of the guys, and were those messages received the way that you wanted them to be? We'll
see. Maybe it's because of how I grew up. I think you get in life what you earn in life. And I know it's bad grammar, but if you don't earn it, you don't get it. And for whatever reason, as I've gotten older, I think a lot of it has to do with my children. I'm convicted that win or lose, I'm responsible for what I teach these guys. And I can handle the exposure of it, whether it's on TV or whether it's talking to you guys or whoever these guys are that I'll talk to next. I'm going to be responsible to those. It's out. My mic's out.
Oh, your mic's okay. Actually, the headset may have just shorted out there as you can't hear yourself. But, yeah,
okay.
Go ahead and continue.
So,
it's okay.
I'm going to be responsible for who those kids are, and I'm going to be responsible to the commitment that I made to their parents. And those guys that didn't play hadn't earned the right to play. And they were absolutely dominated in practice the last 2 days. And I don't know how I can not reward the guys that were doing the dominating. And so if that happens tomorrow and Monday, then we'll start a different group on Tuesday. I've never been caught up in who starts. I'm caught up in them, each individually, and us collectively being the best version of ourselves that we can be.
And you saw it written all over the face and the body language and the play of Zach Leday in the second half. Did he show you what you wanted to see after sitting out the first half?
I thought it was better. He needs to be a guy that we can count on. And having said that, it's not just Zach. It's everybody. Who were we in the first half? And who were the guys that played? And then who were we in the second half? And who were the guys that played? And why do we have to have that? That's not mature. That leads to inconsistency in playing, and that leads to inconsistency in life, and that's neither of which are positive.
I think you knew it was going to be difficult to maintain that rhythm that you were playing with. Your team was before finals week this week, particularly so without Chris Clark. But did you get enough of that flow back in the second half to carry momentum up to Brooklyn?
I hope so. We're going to put this one to bed as soon as I get through talking to the guys after you, and we'll get immediately to work on St. Joe's. I think it's a big game on a lot of different levels for us. Extremely well coached, unique style of play. Their personnel is atypical, which is part of the reason why they're so successful. And so it's good for us to be on another neutral site game, and hopefully we'll learn a lot of lessons from all of that.
We'll close with one for Joe. Joe, you're talking about Buzz's Bunch, an original member all the way back to Marquette. What has that experience been like for you and the relationships that you've made with the bunch?
Oh, man, like ever since I've joined, I've had a connection with everybody on Marquette, and then Buzz, it's just been a blessing, and I can't thank anybody enough for that.
Well, we thank you guys.
He played in the
awesome.
wheelchair national tournament last year in Louisville, and my family and I went and watched him in the tournament. And there were other Buzz Bunch members within that tournament, not exclusively on Joey's team, but really cool. We had another family from Wisconsin, had a family from Texas here today, and obviously we had a lot from Virginia. So,
well, Joe, I'll tell you something. We've got this extra headset that we have out here for Buzz after the game. So anytime you want to come back and join us again, you feel free to come right on down here. Buzz, actually, I did want to ask you one more. You went over during the game and we're talking to our junior public address announcer, Ryan Castle, today.
Yep.
What were you saying to him? He was doing a phenomenal job throughout the game today.
I know him, and it's not hard to be better than you and Burnop. And that's the first thing.
Yeah.
And the second thing is
walked into it.
I love young people that have the audacity
Yeah, phenomenal.
to follow their dream.
Phenomenal stuff today. He came in there like he'd been doing that for years. Fantastic. Buzz, thanks, man. We'll see you on the plane tomorrow. Joe, thank you for being here. We do appreciate that as well. Joe from Buzz's Bunch. Buzz Williams, his Hokies win today 87-52.